Mitchell Sawn Supply in Evadale, Highway 96 South. 36 years of professional service and superior work. Mitchell Sawn Supply, your certified steel dealer with a full line of steel parts and accessories. No job's too big or too small. They've got tools for everything. Mitchell Sawn Supply, open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. till 5:30, Saturday, 7 till noon. Be sure to check out their line of guns and their complete gun shop, as well as all the ammunition you'll need for whatever you're hunting. Mitchell Sawn Supply, Evadale.
SportsSpeak Sports, JP Wide, We Talk Sports, and a few other things, and happy to have with me Alan Sanford, Mr. Silsby, I guess I'll call you.
That's a big title. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you, Alan, for coming. Alan, I know you were a football player back there. I believe we broadcast some of your games, maybe.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Without a doubt. Yeah, I played for Coach McGay in 3 years, actually. 74, 5, 6. Graduated in 77. Played with some fantastic athletes, and probably as good a coaching staff as a fellow could ever ask to play for.
What position did you play? Tell me something about it.
Well, I came up as a sophomore and predominantly played defense, played outside linebacker, and really had fun and enjoyed that. And my senior year, Coach Woodard caught me by the shirt collar and informed me that I was going to have to play offense, play left guard for him. So my senior year, I played both sides of the ball, played left guard, and then played the outside linebacker position as well. And we had a great season, and wound up at that way they had the district arranged. We won our zone, and went over and had to play a district championship against Hebert.
Down Beaumont.
Yeah, they had won that zone. And they had been dropped down from the 5A class down to 4A with us that year. And they had a tremendous football team, possibly as good a high school team as you might could put together. And they beat us real sound. We had given up almost no points through a undefeated season. And Hebert beat us 40 points or so.
Oh.
They were in a different class. They of course they went on to win the state championship without really even getting challenged.
Yeah.
So we took some comfort in the fact that we got our first defeat was by the state champion that whipped everybody that got in front of them real bad.
You look like you're in pretty good shape. What do? Do you play golf, ride a bike, or walk, or what do you do for your exercise now?
Well, mostly I chase grandkids.
Oh, no, you're too young for that.
Try to ride some horses if I can get a chance.
Do?
Yeah, I got a couple of quarter horses that take up a little time when I get the opportunity to relax and get on them and do that. I played golf for several years, played a lot of golf, and really enjoyed it. And these grandbabies came along, and I got so much time that I can allocate, and they kept winning the debate, when I'd pull back and say, okay, what do I want to do for the next 4 or 5 hours? The grandbabies kept getting my main interest, so the golf kind of got out the window.
Yeah.
And now I took fishing back up. I've been chasing them old bass around down B when I get the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, okay. You don't ride a bicycle?
No, I hadn't done much personal fitness, time, but and it's catching up to me. I'm gonna have to recommit to something.
There you go. How about give me something? You got some philosophy of life that you could throw on me.
Well, you and I and everybody that is studied, heard, read, and had been exposed to cliches and different things all our life, but there again, trying to keep it contained is, say what you mean what you say. You agree to do something, do it.
There you go.
And though, just there, the Bible is the best teacher of philosophy.
Pretty good guidebook, isn't it?
You stick with it and you're on track.
There you go. All right. Well, you got something else, some pet project or something that you Well, tell me, how about riding bicycles through here? You all for that? You want to make Sylvia bicycle friendly?
Oh, that'd be great. You know, it'd be a monumental task because these old communities outgrew themselves and used up every ounce of right of way they had available to them to accommodate traffic and so forth and so on. But we need to do more things to encourage people to take better care of themselves and be healthy and utilize and having the right environment's a big part of that. It's a lot of people that might want to, nothing. It's just like riding a horse. A big part of that's having a safe environment to ride a horse in that you enjoy. And same way with the bicycle. A lot of people might adopt that, but they're not going to get out and compete with the traffic.
Yeah,
they're not that motivated. That's a pretty devoted bicycle rider that will get out and compete with the high-speed traffic.
There you go. Alan, I know for a fact because I heard you announced the football game or whatever. Tell me about being a public address announcer?
Yeah, that's an accurate description. It's a lot of people get confused. It is not a play-by-play. Basically, I've had a ball with it. It really gives you it does put change your perspective, and you have to be careful because you no longer can be a fan. And you can be a fan in your heart and so forth, but you got to contain that. And of course, having been a lifelong Tiger fan from as early as I can remember walking, that was a challenge. But I hadn't let that overtake me, thank goodness. But the job is really to cite the ball carriers and the tacklers and give them mention after the play. Keep the fans that may be on one end of the stadium or the other. From our high and 50-yard line perspective, we can give them a very accurate positioning of where the ball rests and what may have happened in the far corner on the play that they weren't able to maybe see as well as we'd like them to, and just give them an overview of what may, if there's a penalty flag, that's those types of things that help them enjoy the football game.
Who do you feel like you're really announcing to? The guy that knows all about football, or the old fan like me that just sort of knows maybe knows that there's a 50-yard line out there somewhere and doesn't like that? Which one of that group are you announcing to?
Well, I don't know that I've really thought that through, but I do know one that is holding me accountable, and that's the mother and dads of the athletes that are playing.
There you go. Okay, that may be who you're really announcing to.
They really like hearing their children's names called out, and we put a lot of effort in. And I've added a new dimension in the last couple of years. We used to use one spotter, and I would spot the offense myself, and then have a defensive spotter to help me and tell me who made the key defensive play. And I added a second spotter, and the motive for that was to be able to get more kids' names announced. We want to try to get that person not only that made the tackle, but maybe that contained the play, that made the key play that didn't lead to him making the tackle, but led to the tackler being able to make the tackle. And so with two spotters, we try to get all the people that were directly contributed to making the tackle. And back on the offensive side of football, it gives us a chance maybe occasionally to get a mention of some of the linemen that make a key block or anything. A lot of times we're looking for who really contributed on that play and who might have contributed, and give them in that order as we announce them.
There you go.
And we have some. We have to be pretty accountable, because the parents, if their kid makes a really big tackle and we call the wrong kid, we may hear about it in town today.
There you go.
And of course, it's always in good spirits.
Oh,
They
sure.
understand it.
Yeah.
And I have a good time because I always tell them, I'm just the announcer. You'll have to talk to my spotters.
Yeah. There you go.
And a lot of people don't understand or know that UIL has a set of guidelines that govern how that announcer should conduct himself, and we try to really follow them to the letter. And if I were going to announce a perfect ball game, you would not be able to tell whether I was from Silsbee or Jasper or from Newton or whoever we were playing.
There you go.
It's my job to give, and the way I approach that is all those kids are just athletes that have practiced hard. Regardless of what town you come from, most of the time, the motives to play good, do good, and win are the same. And those other schools have moms and dads and different, just like we do.
There you go.
So
You're doing a good job. I've heard you a few times, and you announce it. You do good. Man before you was Billy Barkley, wasn't it?
Billy Barkley was fantastic. He's a good friend of mine, and matter of fact, he kind of suckered me into this job. He came and asked me to come and spot for him, and I spotted for him a couple of years, and we were sitting there one evening at the ball game and spotting. He says, "You about ready to take this over?" And I'd never even thought about that, considered it. So he kind of slid me into it, and I really enjoyed it, and I appreciate doing it. I think it's an honor to get to do it.
I believe Billy was quite a few years. You know anything about that?
Billy announced when I played.
Okay.
So I don't know how long before I played, but I know that he goes back to at least 1974, because when I was a sophomore, he was announcing then.
You know the man before him, Paul Jargus?
Yeah, another good man.
Yeah.
Real fine business person that contributed a lot to Silsbee, and was. I wish we could regain some of the enthusiasm that we had. We have a lot of enthusiastic fans, but people don't understand just how much Tiger football meant to Silsbee back in the 60s and 70s, when I had the good fortune to grow up here and be around it.
I've been around here 40-something years, and 3 of you. So you 3 guys did a pretty good job, all of you. Okay, then I think J.P. White SportsSpeak, sports where we speak sports, and a few other things. And thanks a million, Alan Sanford, coming by.
Thanks, Brad.
SportsSpeak Golf Cars and Motorbikes, Highway 327 West in Silsbee, has a sophisticated, street-legal Tony Lamborghini golf cart, 6-seaters, 4-seaters, customized trailers, LaFree electric bikes, manual pedal bikes, and a motorized Velo Solex, tires, wheels, trolleys, and accessories for club car and easy-go. SportsSpeak Golf Cars and Motorbikes, Highway 327 West in Silsbee. Call them at 385-3838.